Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 22 of the SOC 100 Days Learning Challenge. And today we are diving deep into one of the most crucial log type in network security, firewall logs. So, when it comes to securing a network, firewalls are your first line of defense. They block unwanted traffic, enforce security policies, and generally keep the bad guys out. But what happens when your firewall detects something unusual? That's where firewall log comes in. So these logs provide valuable insight into network activity, and analyzing them can help you spot potential attacks, misconfigurations, and other network security issues. So whether you are a SOC analyst, network engineer, or IT professional, understanding how to read and extract insight from firewall log is a must have skill. So let's dive right in. All right, so what we will cover in this video. So why firewall log matter in security, what inside a firewall log, common firewall log format, how to analyze and extract insight from firewall log, common firewall detection queries, and wrap up. So we will walk you through some detection queries for firewall log using Splunk. So let's get in. So why firewall logs matter in security? So before we get into the how, let's first talk about the why. So firewall logs are like a black box for network activity. So they capture everything going through the network and filter out what's not allowed. So if you want to understand what is happening on your network in real time, these logs are absolutely invaluable. So here are some key reasons why firewall logs are so important. Number one, monitor network traffic. So firewall logs provide visibility into all incoming and outgoing traffic, helping you identify suspicious or unauthorized access. Number two, detect attacks. So firewall logs can alert you to wide range of attacks from DDoS to port scanning, brute force login attempts, and malicious payload. Understanding traffic patterns. So by analyzing the logs over time, you can understand normal traffic patterns and quickly spot anomalies. Also, compliance and auditing. So for many industries, firewall logs are required to comply with security frameworks like PCI DSS, HIPAA, GDPR, etc. So in short, firewall logs are a gold mine for detecting potential security incident. All right, so what's inside a firewall log? So every firewall log is a bit different depending on firewall device and specific configuration, but in general, you can expect to find the following type of information. So timestamp. So every log will start with a timestamp that indicates when the event occurred. So this is the key for correlating log with other system log, easy IDS log or authentication log. Then number two, source and destination IPs. So you will see both the source where the traffic come from and destination where the traffic is going, and also the IP addresses. So this is crucial for identifying potential IP spoofing, botnet activity, or internal threats. Number three, source and destination ports. So logs will often contain the port number associated with the traffic. So ports tell you where and which service the traffic is intended for, and this provide a great information like protocol details like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, etc. Then we have protocol detail. So the protocol indicates the type of network traffic such as TCP, UDP, ICMP, etc. This help you understanding whether the traffic is related to web browsing, DNS queries, or something else. Then action taken. So the log will tell you whether the firewall allowed or blocked the traffic. So if the traffic was allowed, it is usually marked as accept. So if the traffic was blocked, it will marked as deny or reject. Then message and event details. So most firewall provide additional information like a description of the event such as connection attempt or port scan detected. uh, so these messages often give you the context about what was happening when the traffic was logged. So here you can see some log detail. So timestamp, device detail, the Palo Alto network, and the type is traffic, and source port, destination port, protocol detail, action, and other details. All right. So next one we have common firewall log formats. So firewall use different formats to record logs. Below are a few common formats you might encounter depending on your firewall solution you're using. So this is Cisco ASA example. So Cisco's adaptive security appliance, the ASA, is widely used in enterprise in environments, and it is log typically look like this. So you can see the device detail, then a complete message, and IP address, port detail, and then destination detail. Then we have pfSense log example. So pfSense is another popular firewall appliance, and it log traffic in a more detailed format like this. So you can see the time detail and source, destination, port, etc., and the protocol detail. And also we have FortiGate example. So this is bit detailed one. Timestamp, IP address, date, again time, and you can see it is properly format as well. Device detail, device ID, log ID, type, what exactly happened, and which user. So this is a great log type. So in our demo section, we are going to use the FortiGate. Okay, so how to analyze and extract insight from firewall log. So now that we know what is inside the log, let's talk about how to analyze them for suspicious activity and extract actionable insights. So what to look for? So look for blocked traffic. So start by reviewing blocked traffic. If a legitimate user or system is being blocked from accessing a service or resource, it could be indicate a misconfiguration or a sign of malicious activity. Are there any repeated blocks from the same source IP? Is a particular port consistently being blocked? So this could be indicate of DDoS attack or a port scanning. Next, look for traffic patterns that deviate from the norm. So this could be unexpected IP address. So traffic is coming from unusual or external IP range. For example, a foreign IP attempting to access your internal network, unusual port activity. So for example, FTP traffic on non-standard port or multiple service running on the same port. So number three, detect port scanning activity. So a port scan is common tactic used by attacker to discover open ports and services on your network. Firewall logs can help you detect when this happens. So port scanning activity can be identified by multiple connection attempt to different ports from a single source of IP. So high frequency request to port that are not typically used. So in our demo section, we are going to use Splunk, and you can see the query we are going to use and the source type we are going to use. And these are the three main type of source type we will target in our demo section: FortiGate traffic, FortiGate UTM, and FortiGate event. So common firewall detection queries. So detecting brute force attack or SSH attack. So if you're running a Linux based firewall like IP tables, you can search for repeated failed logon attempt to SSH port number 22, and how to detect DDoS. So a distributed denial of service, the DDoS attack can be detected by a sudden surge in traffic from multiple sources. So suppose you're seeing a traffic spike like this, uh, which is not usual in your last 7 days or last 6 hour. So you can go and check whether it is a DDoS or any misconfiguration or any new device registered to your firewall. So let's jump on the demo section, and we are going to cover these use cases in our demo section. All right, so let's jump on the demo section, and we are going to create some queries. So we are going to use the FortiGate firewall events for this demo, and we can build a series of powerful detection and threat hunting queries. So let's create it together. So the first query we are going to create is basic visibility, and we are going to identify the top talkers, and the goal is to identify and show network visibility by source IP. Okay, so let's create the query. So we are going to use the index equal to star because we don't know the indexer here. So star and then source type equal to FortiGate FGT event, or source type FortiGate traffic, and let's close it. And then states count by source IP, source IP, and then sorted by count. And then let's take the top 10. So let's get the top 10. All right, so here you can see we have top 10 source IPs generating traffic. So this is potential heavy users or scanning bots activity. And also we can visualize it by chart or pie chart. So this is great. All right, so the next one we are going to use the top destination IP and services, and the goal is to identify where most traffic is going. So index will be star, index is same, and the source type we are going to target only the traffic. So source type equal to FortiGate traffic, and then states count by destination IP and destination port, and then sort by count and head 10. So this query is going to show which server or service are most accessed. So this is great for spotting unusual destinations. So you can see here we have destination IP details, DNS server, and some more details. And if you go on the statics, you can see it by count. All right. So the next one we have detect blocked or denied connection. So the goal is to focus on traffic blocked by the firewall. So index will be star and source type is FortiGate traffic. And also we are going to put a filter here, action equal to deny, and then states count by source IP, destination IP, destination port, and proto means protocol, and then we are going to sort it by count. So this is going to provide the blocked traffic, often indicate a scanning, brute force attempt, or misconfiguration. Okay, so looks like I have done a mistake here. So instead of deny, I need to put the blocked. And now you can see we have a lot of information here. So source IP, destination port, protocol. So this is a great report. Next, we are going to identify the top blocked source IPs, and the goal is to visualize which IP trigger most denies. So let's stop this, and the indexer will be same, source type is also same, and action is also same blocked, but we are going to change uh, the source IP type. So I will put a filter top source IP and limit is 10, so we are going to limit the log up to 10 logs. So if you see a single IP topping this chart, it might be an attacker or misbehaving system. All right, so the next activity we have detect a port scanning activity, and the goal is to multiple ports targeted by the same IP within a short time. So the index is a star, source type is FortiGate traffic, and action is blocked. And we are going to put some filter here. So bin time range, which is time, and span, we are going to put 1 minute, and then states DC destination port, DC destination port as unique port, and count by source IP and time, and where unique port is more than 10, and then we are going to sort it by time. So this is going to identify if one IP hits more than 10 ports in a minute. So this is a classic port scanning behavior. So I don't think we have anything in our log. Let's jump on the next one. So we are going to detect repeated login failure, whether the VPN or admin activity, and the goal is to identify brute force login attempt from firewall events. So source type we are going to change now, so it will be FortiGate event, and then event type equal to VPN or message equal to failed login, and the state count by source IP, and then user, and the condition is where. So this is going to catch the repeated login failure from the same IP. So this is a indicator of classic brute force attempt, but I do not have any brute force attempt in the log. So let's jump on the next one and detect sudden traffic spike, which could be an indicator of potential DDoS attack. So the goal is to track traffic volume per destination per minute. So let's create the query. Source type is traffic, FortiGate traffic, and then we are going to put a bin here. Bin time span 1 minute, and then states count by time destination IP, and then events states average ABG count as ABG traffic, and the ST dev count as ST dev traffic by destination IP, and then evaluation threshold equal to abj traffic plus where count is greater than threshold. I have done mistake here. Okay, so this is going to find when count exceed 3x the normal standard deviation. So that's the possible DDoS pattern. So here we go. You can see. So here we have some threshold spike. So this is great query. And now it looks good. All right, so let's create the next one. Detect external IP accessing internal systems. And the goal is to find incoming traffic from outside to private IP addresses. So index is a star, and uh, we are going to put a filter here where CIDR, so CIDR match 10.0.0.0, and then CIDR will be 8, and the range is 8, which is destination DST IP or CIDR match 192.168.0.0 and 16 destination IP where not CIDR match as source IP and not CIDR match as source IP, and states count by source IP, destination IP, and action. So let's jump on the web filtering, threat detection, the UTM logs. So so the goal is to identify URLs or domain blocked by FortiGate UTM. So index is star, source type is FortiGate UTM, FortiGate UTM, and subtype equal to web filter, and action equal to blocked, and then states count by URL, source IP, sort by count, and then head 10. So this is going to find and highlight the malicious or restricted domain accessing by users. So I do not have any log matching this rule. So let's jump on the next one. So the next one is application traffic insight, and the goal is to identify top application passing through firewall. So source type will be FortiGate traffic, and the states count by app and sort by count and head 10, which is going to find the top application. So this helps analyst understand what application dominate the network, and this is useful for the baselining. So you can see here we have the top applications: DNS, Telnet, SMB, Microsoft Portal, UDP, SSH, etc., and the RDP. Let's go to visualization. So this is how it looked like. All right, team, that's wrap up day 22 of the SOC 100 Days Learning Challenge. And today we deep dived into one of the most critical log source in network security, the firewall logs. We explored how FortiGate logs, the FortiGate traffic event, and UTM gives us a windows into what's really happening inside the network. We learned how to identify top talkers, detect block traffic, spot port scan, brute force attempt, and even possible DDoS attack, all using Splunk queries. So remember, every denied or blocked event could be an early sign of bigger attack. So don't ignore them. Correlate firewall logs with authentication and endpoint data to see the full picture. And if you are building your own Splunk dashboard, try visualizing trends with time charts. So it's a game changer for detecting anomalies. Thank you so much. If you like the video, hit like button and subscribe.